I've been at Coach for about 7 years now. I've been PMO through and through for most of my career, and finding a tool that is fit for purpose was my challenge for this year, and I think I've done it. From first introduction. So you get to speak to salespeople. We know they're all very bubbly and excitable, um, but we've always been a partner, not a customer to Sensei Labs, and that means a lot to me. I'm very open, I'm very engaging, and I always like to build partnerships so that we're getting a two-way street going, because I just feel you get a lot more out of it and a lot more energy rather than just butting up against brick walls. So for that, I thank you. Our direction's always been very clear what we wanted, but it's not always easy to articulate. But you've helped us deliver on that. Whether we could articulate it or not, they're bouncing the ideas off and they're just talking it through really makes a difference. And our pathway was fairly clear quite early on, and it's helped us really deliver value and see that value delivered by our stakeholders as well. There's been no headaches from them. In fact, it's been very low key, which is a good thing. Biggest value for Coates is around governance and making sure that we've got standardized controls in place, that it's rolled up reporting, so we're getting one version of the truth. It's from the boardroom to the factory floor. That's the beauty of it for me, because there's people putting things in on the bottom, on the ground floor, users just doing their daily job, and that impact can be seen in the boardroom. Power. The way that you've shared best practice from other customers, the way other people are using the tool, has helped us to again right size the approach that we were coming at it from. Sometimes we've had different ideas, but just being able to see what you guys have already done has really been helpful. But also being able to build as we go, that you guys are so agile that you can give us something within a week is outrageous. It's wonderful. And I know that's a lot of people in the background who are really enjoying the challenge, but making it delivered. Um, it was nice to have a sandbox to play in. So whoever puts those things together, the little scenarios in there, all helped us feel really, really comfortable with where we were going and what we were doing. And I can't believe how simple that admin is. And you've kept everything very linear, so you don't have to go digging for things. It's just sitting there. No need for extensive training either. Everything's just so intuitive. And I know that's a lot of things happening in the background that helps it to be that simplistic. Simple doesn't come easy. And I know that I'm an ex-developer as well. So that's the hardest thing in the world to do, is to keep things on a straight track, but make it visible. So yeah, good job to all of those. Um, Overall, you guys have got a fantastic support team. I've loved putting in help calls because I know you're there, you've got my back, and I get a good response. I know you're going to get back to me. I know it's coming back, and it's easy to do as well. Um, I had other people to talk about as well, but I can't find it. It's gone from my head. But I know overall it's seamless. You guys don't throw things over the fence. You handhold all the way through the organisation. So I'm getting a proper handoff. I know that you're joined at the hip as much as we are, and those lack of a gap is very visible, if that makes sense. Because often when you're in organisations, you're kind of thrown over one fence from sales and another one for development and another one for support, and they're not joined up. You guys are very, very joined up. So that one holistic view is key for me. We do have a one coach mentality, and bringing people along that journey with Accelerator is, and getting buy-in for what we've already got, not recreating it, because we've got a talented coach for just overcomplicating things. Everybody has their own little piece of a way we do things, but to have one standardized governance, one standardized way of working with projects, and then to see it roll through all of the different layers is going to be where our power lies. It's easy to do it when you're in a controlled environment, like one PMO, primarily with the PAO. But when you can roll that across the business, and the fact that I've already got people getting excited about it, I really want to get the visuals. I want to get the reporting done, but I want to make sure it is a view that everybody can cope with. It's that's really where we're just going to fly. Yeah, for us, it's not just about those highlighting red flags. It's about me being able to actively parachute in where I can see a problem across codes, not just in a small area. The other thing is, I've said it all the way through, slicing and dicing, my favourite term, being able to cut across all of our organisation. It is a complex business. We do have mixtures of ways of working, different product groups that don't talk to each other, even though they're in the same factory. Being able to slice and dice that data of where the projects are, where they can then be repeated. Really exciting to see what we can do there. And then, yeah, managers, no matter where they are, they'll be able to see what's happening. Whether you're a cluster director or a factory supervisor, you'll know what's happening around your area. Support team, they've got great knowledge, and I'm really comforted that I'm never going to be alone on the journey with a success coach and a support group. I know I'm just a call away. But yeah, the other thing I've really appreciated was the experienced onboarding team. It's, you can talk about real life. You're not making things up as you go along. It's not just the code. You really want it to be a part of who we are and what we do. And yeah, all the way along, I felt that you're not just ticking off the dollars, not just another milestone hit. You've got excited when we've got excited. And yeah, who's not going to like that?